absolutely the best and the greatest and the most spectacular and the most perfect right now, because the goal always indeed is to be so. Messaging communication is for T N K. Totally now knowledgeable. Totally now knowledgeable. Totally now knowledgeable. Totally now knowledgeable. This is, of course, Kaivan, your success facilitator. And what is interesting is you said, I remember your special day. I remember everything. And now I'm going to touch upon a couple of things and a couple of pointers for you to evaluate. Now, keep in mind, Tony Robbins says that superior evaluations create superior outcomes. Superior evaluations create superior outcomes, because that is indeed as true as we see the sun rise from the east. Kaivan, your success facilitator. So a couple of things, we meet every time and we go back into the past. Now let's leave the past where it is, there in the past. We'll get back to that later. Now we are in the present, and now we move into the future. So, there's a saying in phenomenal saying. The past is history. The future is a mystery, and the present is a gift. Let's focus on the present and what we want out of life, because that is indeed the key to everything. And now I want you to evaluate carefully what I'm communicating to you. I know you have a phenomenal job, and you've been in the job for an extremely lengthy period of time. So what I'm going to state something here, and I want you to evaluate that. I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad a few years ago, and what I realized is job, J-O-B, is just over broke. I repeat, J-O-B is just over broke. It just is going to help you to make a living all your life. Versus, if you feel and think like the wealthy, then the wealthy actually have money work for them. And thus, they achieve financial freedom. And that is indeed the primary objective. And thus, I always say, I am your success facilitator now and forever, because that is as true as we see the sun set in the west. So stay in touch now. T-N-K. I repeat, T-N-K. Stay in touch now, because that is indeed the real key. So you realize one thing, you're realizing one thing very important, is this presentation holding you spellbound right now, because that is completely imperative right now, because that is indeed the key. Make it a pleasant and a phenomenal. And of course, you fill in the blanks, because remember, you always deserve the best.